Rain drizzled over the rooftop garden of the towering Vervain corporate plaza, where the wind carried both the scent of lavender and the weight of unsaid words. Twinkling city lights blinked far below, indifferent witnesses to the storm brewing on this solitary rooftop. A mahogany chessboard stood under a glass pavilion, its pieces already positioned, as if awaiting destiny's final move. Across the board sat Zara Vervain, 35, platinum blonde CEO of Vervain Industries, known as much for her genius as for her icy composure. But tonight, her sapphire eyes were anything but cold. They were daring. Fierce. Vulnerable. "Beat me in chess," she whispered, "and I'll marry you." Opposite her sat Elijah Trent, a former national chess champion, now a single father working 2 jobs to raise his 10-year-old daughter, Lila. He hadn't worn a suit in years, and yet, here he was, in a borrowed one, thrown into a game that had everything at stake. But it wasn't the game that haunted him. It was her eyes. And the unspoken pain buried beneath them. "I didn't come here to win," Elijah replied softly. Zara's breath caught. Her lip trembled. "What do you mean?" "I came to ask why you stopped smiling after your brother died." Her face cracked like glass under pressure. Silence fell. 1 month earlier. Elijah had never expected to meet the world's youngest female CEO in a dusty bookstore. Lila had tugged at his hand, pointing to a woman seated on the floor between aisles, sobbing silently, surrounded by chess books. "Daddy, she's crying." Zara had looked up, startled, eyes red-rimmed. Lila, ever curious, had walked up and asked gently, "Do you like chess too?" What followed was an awkward conversation, a shared love for the game, and a series of accidental meetings, coffee shop debates over grandmasters, laughter during street chess challenges, and a growing connection neither had planned. But Elijah soon learned Zara wasn't just grieving, she was haunted. Her twin brother, Zayn, had died under mysterious circumstances during an international chess event. Whispers of sabotage had ruined the company's reputation. Zara had taken over in the aftermath, burying her pain beneath power suits and boardrooms. "I don't play for fun anymore," she once said. "I play for control." 3 days before the rooftop game, Zara showed up at Elijah's apartment unannounced. "I'm hosting a charity chess gala," she said, avoiding eye contact. "You'll be the final player. I'm not a pawn in your press stunt." "It's not that," she said, voice cracking. "If you beat me, I'll step down as CEO. I'll finally let myself live." He stared at her. "And if I lose?" She hesitated. "Then I'll marry you." The words hit like a thunderclap. And yet, she wasn't joking. Present day, rooftop. The pieces moved with precision. Knight to f3. Bishop to c4. Elijah's strategy was defensive, patient. Zara's was aggressive, reckless. Halfway through, Elijah paused. "You're not playing to win. You're playing to end something." She froze. "Why are you doing this?" he asked. Zara looked out at the city. "Because if you lose, you'll still walk away whole. But if I win, maybe I can finally break the curse my family left behind." Elijah reached across the board, not for a piece, but for her hand. "Zara, you don't need to be saved by sacrifice." A tear slid down her cheek. "You're not supposed to say that. You're supposed to fight me." "I already did," he said. "The day I let myself care." Suddenly, the clock stopped ticking. No move was made. The crowd below watched on screen in stunned silence. And then Elijah did something that stunned the entire nation. He stood up, walked to her side, and tipped his own king. "I resign," he said. Zara gasped. "I didn't want your company. I didn't want to win a marriage. I just wanted you to feel seen." The cameras captured her falling into his arms. It was the first time in a decade that Zara Vervain had cried in public. 1 year later. The Vervain Foundation for Youth Chess had opened in Zane's name. Lila, now 12, taught strategy to kids every weekend. Zara and Elijah, still unmarried but deeply in love, traveled the world hosting chess events promoting mental wellness. "Do you regret tipping the king?" Zara teased once, as they sat on a beach in Santorini. He smiled, pulling her closer. "Not when I got the real queen." She laughed, and this time, she didn't stop. Sometimes the greatest victories come not from beating someone, but from breaking the rules that never served love in the first place. And in a world obsessed with winners, perhaps it takes a broken king to cherish a wounded queen.